Well, I have a lot of experience working with both employers and employees, and working with one side really helps understand the other. So, just for instance, often I might find myself advising somebody or helping somebody who just lost their job. They might think it's discriminatory or some sort of unlawful or wrongful termination. So I hear about the facts, I hear about what happened with them in their workplace, but I also hear about what their concerns are and how they feel and what it was that may have happened that triggered some, concerns on their part. So having had that experience, gives me the insight into the employer side in terms of managing that messaging and managing how it is that employers carry out policies, for better or for worse. So I can, hopefully offer guidance on how to execute their goals and, best protect against, not only making sure they're following the law, but doing it in a way that avoids misunderstandings. In my field in employment law, there's a great deal of litigation that arises based on misperceptions and misunderstandings, bad timing, any number of things that can prompt someone to think, something unlawful happened here when it may really just be, something unfortunate happened that might not be lawful, or it may have just been sort of poorly navigated by the employer to someone ultimately filing a lawsuit, and it can be a very expensive mistake. So having, the experience from both sides matters a lot. And then, of course, on the employee side, I can, advise them, well, look, I understand what an employer's perspective is on this. This is how they're carrying out policies. This might be what they're thinking in terms of navigating a severance, for instance. So it's, really valuable to be able to provide legal services in the employment law world that have both perspectives.